The Centers for Disease Control reports that during the year of 2009, more than 10,000 deaths were caused due to vehicles that were being operated by drunk drivers. My name is Elizabeth White, and I'm here to persuade you to install breathalyzers in your car if you consume alcohol. A breathalyzer is a digital device which has been specifically designed to identify the level of alcohol in an individual's blood at one point in time. Traditionally, these devices have only been used by police officers in order to identify drivers who've consumed alcohol and are driving on the road. These devices come in all shapes and sizes and are available in competitive prices and that are affordable. The issue with drinking and driving is that drinking alcohol results in impairment of various significant driving skills. Each year, a high number of the people who die due to road accidents are involved in a crash where the person sitting behind the wheel is drunk. Due to this burden on the government, the burden on the government is increasing in an effort to protect its citizens and the financial costs that the government has to pay for each incident. The emotional and financial costs are not only paid by the government. The emotional cost is even borne by the individuals involved in the accident and their families. Breathalyzers should be installed in the car of every individual because drinking and driving reduces the ability to drive. Road accidents caused due to driving under influence increases the cost of the government and even negatively impacts the emotional aspect of individuals and families involved in an accident. I've conducted enough research through credible sources, including governmental data, as well as researchers, to conclude that breathalyzers should be installed in cars, and especially cars that are driven by heavy alcohol consumers. Breathalyzers should be installed in cars driven by alcohol consumers because alcohol consumption impairs important skills that are required for driving safely. There are individuals who are concerned about others and fall in the category of responsible citizens, even if they drink. These individuals are at the time not well informed about the level of alcohol they have consumed, and breathalyzers can inform them whether it is safe for them to drive or not. There are various skills that a driver should possess in order to drive safely. The NIH is a governmental organization, and it has reported the findings of various studies regarding the impairment of skills caused due to alcohol consumption. NIH states that when the blood alcohol concentration is only 0.02, the driver's ability to divide their own attention between two moving objects starts declining. The NIH in 2000 even recorded that if the blood alcohol concentration level crosses 0.05%, the driver's ability to create perception of the moving object, timing of reaction, and ability to process information declines to greater levels. These findings of the NIH clearly depict that when a driver is under the influence of alcohol, he will not be able to pay attention to cars that are moving ahead, and even on the back side of the car. The driver may even face difficulty in identifying moving pedestrians and may not be able to take corrective measures to stop an accident from taking place. Therefore, installing breathalyzers in cars can help drivers in making informed decisions about whether it is safe for them to drive or not. The government should make policies to ensure that breathalyzers are installed in cars because the government has to pay a heavy price due to accidents caused by drunk drivers. The government's utmost responsibility is to protect the lives of the citizens, and thus these rules should be made to enforce the installation of breathalyzers in cars. Other than the responsibility of the lives of the citizens, the government has to pay a high financial cost of car accidents. According to this study conducted by Blinko, the total economic costs experienced by the nation of America due to drinking and driving incidents is $277 billion. And this cost includes expenses of medical bills, expenses paid for repairing damaged property, and even legal expenses. Blinko took this report in 2014. The government is already overburdened with so many financial issues, such as repayment of debt. If the monetary costs that the government bears due to drinking and driving are reduced with the adoption of breathalyzers, the government can use the money for other productive purposes. Nearly 1/3 of crash deaths involve an alcohol-impaired driver. Breathalyzers, in conclusion, breathalyzers should not only be installed in the cars of every alcohol consumer. The government should take necessary policy measures to ensure its adoption. This is necessary because breathalyzers have the ability to stop a driver from drinking if he or she is under the influence, and can even alarm a driver about the impairment of necessary safe driving skills caused due to the alcohol consumption. The government is overburdened with a huge number of financial issues, and the increase in this number of accidents caused due to alcohol consumption is further increasing their financial issues. Adoption of breathalyzers is a major solution to these issues. Losing a loved one can cause a family to experience immense emotional issues. And to prevent innocent people from suffering trauma, breathalyzers should be adopted by all alcohol consumers and drivers. I had a first-hand experience of losing a loved one. My cousin was killed in 1998 due to a drunk driving accident as he was going through a green light. A drunk driver drove through a red light and collided with his vehicle, killing his friend instantly, who was in the passenger seat, and killed my cousin. After a time, he was in the hospital, but died due to injuries from the accident. So I understand the emotional experience of losing a loved one due to alcohol consumption, and I would beg you, please consider your drinking and driving. Please do not, if you even think that you might be, I would suggest you take some time before you're driving and getting in a car. Thank you so much for listening.